Hi, my name is Devon Schweizer, and today I'm here to talk to you about a lucrative investment opportunity to participate in the expansion of Bothell Women's Health, an established and successful women's primary care practice located in Bothell, Washington. The healthcare industry represents an over $500 billion business. Market trends and our own customer research have shown that women are increasingly looking for access to natural healthcare options in addition to their core primary care. Currently, to access these services, women must go out of their way, making additional appointments, which involves increased time hassle, as well as having to manage differences in insurance coverage and provider recommendations. To capitalize upon this market opportunity, Bothell Women's Health is looking to bring all of these services under one roof, making us the premier holistic healthcare center in the region. We believe that by doing this, we will be able to triple our yearly revenue within the next 5 years and give us a strong competitive position with which to compete in a changing healthcare industry. To accomplish this goal, I am asking for an investment of $107,000, which will go to renovation and real estate costs to make this dream possible. Holistic healthcare is the merging of natural Eastern therapies and traditional Western primary care. Over the last 4 years, we have developed a reputation not only for a high level of customer service and for giving our patients increased face-to-face time with our provider, but also for being open to helping customers incorporate these natural options. Right now, the only primary way we're able to do this is through supplement sales, which represents a significant portion of our business. We also refer patients out to partnering providers, which are able to offer those alternative services. By bringing all these services under one roof, we are not only able to make these services easier to access on behalf of the patient, but we will also be able to expand upon our distinctive competencies. Our mission is to provide quality, personalized medical care, increase awareness to the benefits of a holistic approach to healthcare, and enhance access to these services, which will enable us to help women achieve their individual health goals and overall well-being. As I mentioned earlier, our vision is to become the premier holistic healthcare center in the region and a market innovator in how these services are made available to the public. In order to accomplish this, we will be bringing on another primary care provider, which will allow us to increase our core services and efficiency. In addition, we'll be bringing on naturopathic medicine, massage therapy, acupuncture, a dietitian, to name a few. The Bothell area is an affluent Seattle suburb located on the edge between Snohomish and King County. In this area, we have access to roughly 36,000 women, which fit our market potential of women 15 and older. The median annual salary is $72,000, well above the national and state averages. Overall, the market is mature, and there is low risk of new entrants. But as we are expanding and have already developed a niche market, this will be far less risky. Threat of substitutes and the bargaining power of consumers is also relatively low due to the high emotional switching costs involved in changing providers, which is mostly due to having established trust and care with a new provider. Costs are relatively standardized across the industry, so threat of price wars is relatively low. And we are able to keep the bargaining power of suppliers low as well because we have developed strong relationships with our core suppliers, allowing us to offer lower prices to customers. Lastly, the intensity of rivalry is low because as it is a mature market, most competitors have developed niche markets and do not compete much for core patients. The market is made up of mostly suburban communities with an average home value of $330,000. 51% of this market is made up of women. 48% of that figure of women hold management and professional roles. As I mentioned earlier, our potential market is women 15 and older, but we have further broken this market down into our market segments in order to cater our services to target women at each level of their health care to generate patient loyalty and return visits. Our first segment is women 15 to 30 years, which represents roughly 30% of our business. These women are just starting their care. They're interested primarily in our core services of primary care and are concerned with insurance coverage. However, these women are open to trying natural health care options, and we believe that over the long term they can move into our target healthcare market. We call this our development group. Women 31 to 60 are career and income builders. They're active in their health and seeking a well-rounded approach. The majority of these women are seeking natural healthcare options and are willing to pay out of pocket if needed. We configure this as our target market segment. Lastly, women 61 and older have established healthcare preferences and are often looking to offset dependence on prescription drugs, which represents a very high cost, with natural supplement options. We consider this our loyalty group. Patient referral is key in this business. Over 90% of those surveyed say that they rely on a personal recommendation before choosing a new medical provider. This links to those switching costs I talked about earlier in having to establish trust and care with a new provider. Because this is so strong in the industry, most of our new business, in fact about 60%, is made up by patient referrals. Because of this, all of our marketing efforts are designed to bring in more referrals, and we rely little on traditional marketing techniques such as flyers or advertising in magazines and newspapers. Therefore, we do have a functioning website which allows patients to find us and stay connected. In addition, we are active on social media and community events such as educational talks and vaccination clinics. We also have strategic partnerships with complementary providers, both in terms of primary care and alternative services. And lastly, we often offer coupons and discounts to encourage new trials and referrals. With the expansion, we do plan to have a grand reopening event, which will allow both current and new patients to see the new space and meet the new providers. We will also offer discounts and coupons to help customers try new products and services. Overall, though, we figure this will represent a fairly low cost of our investment, as most of the funding will be going to real estate and renovation costs. All of our operations, as well as our office, is designed to work alongside our core competencies of high customer service and increased face-to-face time with our customers. We have a warm, open environment which is easily accessible with the Bothell community, and we offer free parking. All of our staff are trained in all operations of the business to enhance customer service and make one-on-one patient time with the customer our priority. These images are current images from our office, and we have found out that with the expansion we will be able to stay in our current space and still expand it by up to 2,500 square feet. We have a hierarchical management structure as we are family owned. The primary care physician, Lauren Schweizer, and her family, including myself, own and operate the clinic. This allows us to be directly involved with the patients and management decisions, allowing us to stay connected with our core competencies. Our office manager is also a trained medical assistant, allowing her to interact with patients as well as manage business decisions. This further strengthens our ability to make customer service our highest priority in all functionings of business. With the expansion, we plan to bring on another primary care physician to enhance our core services and a massage therapist on staff. All other providers will be renting our space and will have access to our commercial space as well as our staff. They will not have direct decision-making ability, but as they are renters, they will be able to discuss any changes with the owner. The healthcare industry is becoming increasingly consolidated and cost-focused. All competitors, especially large conglomerates such as hospitals and large clinics, are all designed to get as many patients in as possible as low cost as possible. We do have several large healthcare conglomerates in the area which we compete with, including Evergreen Hospital, the Everett Clinic, and Lakeshore Clinic. But as I mentioned, these facilities are focused on offering a full range of care at every age and gender of the populace in a speedy and efficient manner, and they are looking to standardize their care to keep costs low. This is creating opportunities in the market for consumers that are disillusioned with that commoditized form of healthcare, which gives opportunities to privately owned medical facilities like ours to offer a different brand of care. Our closest competitor is Winville Women's Clinic, which also focuses on women, but their concern with services is more focused towards cosmetic and weight loss services, which is different than ours, so we are able to compete against each other. As you can see by the table, we are often able to compete with all these individuals based on our distinctive competencies of increased face-to-face time and quality of services, which is translated out of our customer reviews. Most of the patients that come to our facility state that they're coming because of our ability to offer better quality of service. They are looking for a more personal healthcare experience and access to those natural options which they often can't get at larger healthcare conglomerates. The Bothell community is also a strategic position as it is not only affluent, but it's also growing, adding both commercial and community spaces, which supports our target of upper middle class women who are looking for a holistic approach to healthcare, bringing in both working women as well as families. By going through with this expansion, not only in our geographic position, but as well as with the market opportunity, we will have first mover advantage. Combining alternative therapies with traditional primary care in a single facility has never been done in our community and will make us the first in the area, and I believe a market leader. We're looking to go through this expansion over the course of 5 years, as you can see in the table. Our first goals will be to switch over to electronic medical records, which will allow us to be more efficient while still maintaining patient safety of information. Hire another primary care physician, which will increase our core efficiency, as well as expand our physical space. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking to purchase an additional 2,500 square feet, which will allow us to double our physical space. Over the next 3 years, we plan to gradually bring on additional providers as we build patient volume. And by the end of those 5 years, we hope to increase our patient volume to roughly 3,000 patients a year, which is triple what we're doing now. And we expect to double that again in the next 5 years. Okay, so now we're going to go through some of the basic finances. As I mentioned, we are currently in operations, so we already have set financial services involved. For planning the next 5 years, I have estimated an annual increase in 15% for supplement sales, 25% increase yearly in patients served, as well as we're going to be bringing on a primary care physician and a massage therapist over the course of 5 years gradually. As you can see through this modified revenue statement, we will be able to break even within year 2 and generate a large amount of profits. Here is a general summary of our cash flow statement. As I mentioned, we are currently operational and have cash assets of over $10,000. In addition to the $30,000 loan from investors, we will be able to have enough cash volume to not only make expansion investments, but keep the clinic operational over the course of those 5 years. Here's our estimated break-even sales of roughly $242,000 at a contribution margin of 84%. We estimate that we will be able to break even in year 2 and begin to start repaying loans and investments in year 3. My estimates of a 25% yearly increase in patient volume and 15% increase in sales is a modest assumption based on current business volumes, past growth rates, and market research. I actually expect this number to be much higher, and that we will be able to not only triple our revenue within the next few years, but also be able to repay our investment with interest. As I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, I'm requesting an investment of $107,000, which will go to real estate and renovation costs. I plan to repay this investment 100% over a 5-year period, beginning in year 2. I'm also offering to repay this investment at an adjustable interest rate, offering 5% in years 1 and 2, 7% in year 3, and 9% in years 4 and 5. This will mean not only 100% repayment in the principal, but also roughly $19,000 in interest. I hope you will agree with me that there is a huge market potential for this project and will agree to be a part of it. Thank you for your time.